Hi, this is Sahid with the Bloom Show, brought to you by New Bloom Solutions Above All Flowers. It's my pleasure to be here today at Jet Fresh Growers. It's been such a great experience to see the details and love that Mike, Mr. Black here, has put into this farm, and also the what he gets out of it, right? Because the employees are so into it, everything's so well organized. It's been amazing. So it's been a great experience being here, Mike. So thank you for allowing us to be here. So, Mike, how have you felt today? Showing people your babies.
Well, today was our very first international hippie psychedelic lovin', where everyone dressed in hippie clothes, and we've got 60s and 70s music. We had a tour of the farm, tour of the post-harvest, but not your typical tour. It was a fun tour. Now they're enjoying some good music and eating some food. It did start to rain, so lucky we got some tents up out there. But for me, the biggest takeaway for me is to see the results of what my team could put together. Because I really had no hand in what went on today. The Juanita, Carlos, and the team, and they just put a really cool event together here, and some really important people to me came here today, including you. And it's one of those moments for me. I just got like, wow, like how did this even happen? I don't even know. But what you see about the details and what you see about the people that are here is an example of what a people first business looks like. And these are the results of it.
And that's what's really impressive, Mike, is that I've seen that what you've created as a culture in Miami, Jet Fresh Flowers, you've transplanted that like dramatically well. And I know we've talked in the past that it wasn't intentional, but this was intentional, right?
What was intentional?
The culture that you have here.
It was a hard pill to swallow here. It took us a couple years to transplant that here. Um, I'm not really for sure know what the holdup was, but it wasn't normal, and it wasn't normal for a guy like me to come in and have this situation to begin with. So it was different for the people that work here, and we've had some turnover since then. But walking the farm today, I must have saw 50 faces that I recognize and know half their names, and people that have been working here for the past 5 years for us.
What's amazing is that they're used to getting taken pictures of or creating social content. I was taking pictures of them and they're like, yeah, bring it. So you've also created that fun environment here at the farm. How do you feel that's paid dividends for you? What's been the ROI for you to really create that environment and get them included in the whole vibe?
I just think our brand is known now, and I think one thing that we've done is not just at our farm, but many farms in the past few years have started to finally invest in showing what they're doing in the back room. Not just the typical pictures that you would see. They're actually focusing on their people more, and I think I think that's what your customers want. Your customers want to buy from people. Your customers want to buy from people that know they're doing the right thing. You know.
So this farm is just beautiful, and
This is
it's
just one of many. You could just go on social media. You'll see 50 farms that are presenting their people in a whole new different way. And I think it's a great thing for our industry, and I think it's a great thing for roses that are grown in Ecuador, especially.
and the stuff you have here has been phenomenal to watch, man. What have been a couple of your favorite varieties that are up and coming here?
My personal favorites are not necessarily hot sellers. My personal favorites are the ones that says you can't have it, you can't do it, it's not possible to do it. Um, just personal favorites that I just might have saw or like or something. If Juanita says, "Hey, I love this rose, we got to have it," okay. We don't even test it. 15,000 plants is a small. We're a small boutique farm, so for us, it's not a big deal to test something out and fail. We can always just change it.
What have been a couple of your highlights? Because I know I got you kissing a rose today, and so what have been those?
I'm super excited for Serenade. I'm super excited for Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy's not a new variety. It's been around for a million years, but it's new to Ecuador. Um, I see the breeders starting to push it, so I would expect seeing that in another farm soon. Um, a Venturoso from Doom and Orange, just it's great new rose. I was really happy to see those. Symbol, Symbol was a variety that was really hard for us to convince to get, and we had to become part of a lottery in order to get it. And the breeders have changed a lot of the rules of the game, so um, there's a lot of exclusivities. It's hard to get a winner. You really have to work hard and take risks to find a winner variety now. But I'm just learning, man. Juanita and Carlos, they're the ones that really are. They're really on. They're growers now.
So, Mike, final question: how much fun are you having, man? Because I can see it in you.
So in 40 years, I thought I did everything. I thought I knew everything. I came here and we made this leap and got involved in this great, amazing project, and it's just really something cool, man. It's just something that I never did. My grandfather was a rose grower. My grandfather was a rose
Out
grower
of where?
in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know the exact dates, but I think he was in his heyday in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. I believe he grew American grown roses. So, you know, so to have this in my family is a big deal to me. It's a big deal to me, and I just we don't want to be the biggest or we just want to do a great job, and we want to build a brand, and we want to have uh, the kind of company where all the people are involved in the process. You know.
You're doing that well, man, and it's a testament of Miami and Ecuador, and you're transplanting that all over the world. So,
Yeah.
so where to next, Mike?
Well, look, I'm honored to be on the couch with you. First of all, you had a great. I was talking to Steve Dion a couple weeks ago, and I told him what a great idea it was to have the sofa next to the beach at the Fun and Sun, and now you're in a greenhouse on a sofa. So I don't know how you're going to beat this one. I think next one will be in Miami in somebody's warehouse, in a refrigerated warehouse, wearing a coat.
Sure you'll help me figure that one out.
Yeah, yeah, but this is really, it's cool for you to do this. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Mike,
Thank you to the wizard.
thank you to the wizard as well.
Thank you to the wizard.
Of course, to the Wizard and to Mike. Mike has been nothing but a great support to the Wizard and I. That's David Kaplan, aka. So again, Mike, thank you so much. And I know you're hosting a bunch of people. It's been an amazing party, live music, llamas and all. So it's been really awesome and a lot of fun. And it's a testament to all your hard work and love for what you do. So thanks, Mike. Appreciate you. Hi, and we're back with the Bloom Show and with Drew. And Andrew. Well, Andy, sorry, I call you Drew.
Either or.
Okay, so what's your full name?
My full name is Andy Arthur or Andrew Arthur.
Andrew Alfred.
I always wanted to be a Drew, and
With me, you're a Drew.
all the people that have known me through Instagram and my videos, I've become Drew, which is what I always wanted in the first place. But
So I asked you on here because you have an amazing relationship with Jet Fresh.
Yes, right.
So you work together very closely. Tell me how that relationship started.
It's funny. My relationship with JetFresh actually started with Ryan, Mike's older son, who's their marketing guy, and I was just blown away by all the stuff he was doing years ago, early on in this. And I met him at a show. We started talking, and then I met Tina, and it's just progressed from there. And when I started to do my videos like 2.5 years ago, I used JetFresh for my inspiration because they were having so much fun. And I said, nobody else is doing this. I want to have fun. I want to be like these guys. And they were the first ones to start picking up when I was doing the videos. Mike was always right there. And he started encouraging me, and then Fern, and then, it's the point now I post a new video on Wednesday afternoon, and they send a Teams message out to the group saying, Andy's new video is live.
So that's something I do want to talk to you about the culture, but that's something that I have to say that Mike has done for us, right? Encourage. The first show I had, Mike is sending me a text and saying, "Great job, it's amazing," and it's great to see guys like that we look up to and that really support us, right?
Well, yeah, in my opinion, Mike's a legend in this industry. And when Mike takes the time to call me or text me or WhatsApp me to encourage me, that means the world. I say Jeff Fresh is my flower family.
And that's the way it feels. Like I've coined him the Godfather now,
That's
just because
perfect.
it's not about the Cornel Scarface thing. It's just really about the love that he shows as a Godfather. So it's not the gangster way, It's really just the love that he shows for people and the support. And I know that from many startups and people like yourself that are creating content, go for it. They don't find that there's a competitor. They're encouraging you to do that, right?
Right. Well, and his passion. I hope to emulate the passion that Mike has because I believe the things he believes in, the customer service, the quality, all of that. That's what I want to emulate.
And what seems like it is that he's having a lot of fun, dude.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You know anybody having the fun Jet Fresh is having? I don't. I honestly do not.
Exactly. They just go all out. So you and I were talking briefly, and I just had Mike on the show. And we were talking briefly about culture, right? And you told me something that was key when we were walking down the path. What was it? You told me.
We
No,
talked about a
you
lot of
told
things.
me that it was amazing to see how he translated the culture from what he
Oh,
did in.
yes, to here in Ecuador. Because, I mean, you could totally see when we're walking through the greenhouses here, the employees are coming up, they're hugging him, they're calling him by name. He's calling them by name. Everybody's smiling. I've been on other farm tours, and you don't see that all the time. And then all the amenities that he's added, the laundromat, the new restrooms, cleaning everything up, a cafeteria with a chef.
It's a legit kitchen, like real cool kitchen.
I was really disappointed they catered this lunch because I wanted to eat Mercedes food because I've heard so much about it.
She's actually like a physical therapist. She cracked my neck. You saw
I
that?
saw that. I was thinking about going and catching her before I leave.
So, Drew, how has been your whole experience to Ecuador? This is not your first time, I imagine.
Second time.
And how has that been?
Well, it's been quick. It's only been 24 hours, but this is going to be the high point. No matter what else happens this week, the tour of this farm, being here for Jet Fresh, for the second hippie psychedelic love-in, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
The second in Ecuador, the first ever in Ecuador, but the first one was where?
And our location, Northerly, Detroit, Warren, Michigan, last October.
Let me ask you a question. How important is it for companies, not just Jet, right? Other distributors to have the passion and invest into companies like yours to do things like that, not just say we're going to do a show and have a designer come. Let's be creative. How important is that, and how much of a loyalty does that create, like a partnership?
Well, I love that because that shows you how dedicated they are, how much they believe in their product. And I love that they bring the creativity and the uniqueness to it. I mean, when they first called me about the love-in, I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute, what am I going to, I don't know how to do a love-in. I don't know the first thing about a love-in. So, yeah, I mean, Ryan was fantastic and Mike. And, yeah, it just, I love all their passion. And you just see it in everything they do. I can't wait to get to the show tomorrow to see what Ryan's got because he won't tell me. And you know it's going to be off the charts.
So, Drew, thank you so much, man. It's always been a project of mine to want to have you on. I've always looked up to you as well because it's not easy to do what you guys do, what we do. It's creating content, and you might get 10 likes sometimes, but you keep on doing, So it's awesome what you're doing, man. So my hat goes off to you and what you're doing as well.
Well, vice versa. I mean, I look up to you as well, and I love what you and the Flower Wizard do together. And
So thank you for your time, truly. And by the way, this shirt is what he usually wears, right?
this is anything special for the love, and I always dress.
And what was the story about your daughter? Tell us the story.
Oh, okay. So real quick, I actually dressed like this a couple weeks ago for work with the bell bottoms and the crazy shirt and the hat, like the hippie look. And my daughter had high school orientation, and I got tied up at work and had to go right from work to high school orientation dressed like a hippie. And she was absolutely mortified. And I felt like I really achieved something. My goal is to always, you got to embarrass your kids, right? If you're not embarrassing them, you're not doing something right. So
Shout out to your daughter tonight, right?
Yes.
All right, dude. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you at the party with the live music.
Sounds great.
Appreciate you. And the Bloom Show, and again, a great guest, which is Chong. Oh, no, sorry, not Chong. Chong, no.
Forget my name. I know we were in the car and we were smoking and we couldn't see where we were going. It was rough, man. But
I am not admitting that smoking part, but
how you forget me so fast?
If you-
That was some good weed, man. That was some good weed.
if you can't recognize who he is, it's the Fern, right? Wait.
It's the first. There you go. Now we know who I am. What's up, guys? How you doing? Great to be here.
So the Fern here dressed up as Chong. So Fern, why are you dressed up as Chong today?
Well, today is our first annual hippie psychedelic lovin' here in Cotopaxi, Ecuador. And, I had to dress the part, man. You got to be a hippie. Peace, love, and Jet Fresh Flowers, guys.
This has been a great experience, and the fun and the vibe that Chong is showing here has really been the vibe that we've seen the whole day. When you come here, being that you're in Miami, and you come here, how does it feel to be a part of this?
Okay, so first there's a lack of oxygen. We'll start there. There's a lack of oxygen, but the most amazing thing, when we started this farm, when Mike, Juanita, and the company, when we took this endeavor on, we didn't know this could have been the best thing we did, which is where we're at now, but it could have also been the worst thing. We took over the farm and we had no idea how to be growers. We didn't know what it took to be a grower. We knew how they grew roses, we knew what they did, but we learned a lot of lessons very quickly. Some were not fun, but here's our happy place, man. You come here and you see, the house that has been built here, the how they've taken our culture from Miami and transplanted it not just in another company, they transplanted it in another country that has its own different culture. So you see the smiling faces, the happy people, everyone, willing to help and do and, service, and this is the South American home of nonstop service. This is Jeff Fresh Flower Growers. We don't stop. We work our butts off here to produce these amazing roses, and we're selling around the world. It's things you would never thought. Jeff Fresh is around the world. Hippie psychedelic roses are around the world, man. You know, and dude, it pulls on your heartstrings, man. When you're meeting customers that are from Turkey, from Amsterdam, from Europe, you know, all these different countries, and they're just happy to be here and see what we've done and appreciate all the work that we've put in, man. It's at the end of the day, this is why we do what we do.
That's awesome, and I could sense that energy and that passion in you, man. So it's been awesome. How's the experience been today for you?
Today is just, man, today's been building up. This is something we wanted to have. We wanted to have an open house, but we're a small farm. We're a boutique farm, 10 hectares. You got, the big dogs are out there, and they're having open houses, and we're like, oh, maybe people don't make it, this and that. But man, we had an amazing turnout, and it's just beautiful to be able to share what we do here, how we do it here, why we do it with the customers that are enjoying and loving our flowers, and worldwide.
Small farm, big heart, big roses, huh?
Yes, 100%. I would say small farm, big voice, big voice.
Big boys with a big heart, man. That's what
Put a
matters.
lot of passion into it, and it's just like Jeff Fresh in Miami is a family-run company. Half the people here are part of the Coloma and family with Juani and Carlos. So we have their cousins and their nieces and nephews all working here, and they're happy to be here, and they put in a great work ethic. They don't come in with, oh, I'm entitled, I'm family. No, they come here and they work their butts off, and it shows. They're building leaders here, just like we are in Miami, and it's just amazing.
Looking forward to Ryan created. Can you give us a sneak peek
Oh man,
at
I don't think you're
Expo?
ready. I don't think you're ready for Ryan. We were there yesterday. They were nowhere near finished. The flowers weren't even thought of yet. They were just putting the booth together. And man, Ryan is a genius. Ryan's a genius. Wait till you see what he has put together. I can't give anything away. No sneak peeks. But it's a must not miss.
Awesome. So Fern, thanks so much for having us, and thanks for
No, man, thank you.
hosting,
You
man.
came down. You came down and enjoyed this with us, and we've been walking all day. And you're seeing what we do, and from a different side. You've been to Miami, you've seen our Miami operations. Now you see this, and it's great to have you here, man. It really is. Thanks for coming.
Thank you guys for always supporting, man, and for opening the doors and saying, hey, how about you? You guys were the idea to bring me here, so thank you. The Couch Bloom Show.
The Couch Bloom Show. Yeah, this is a good couch setting. I didn't know where you were gonna set up at. I like it here. This is a good one. You did well.
And it wasn't me, it was your team. I told them, use me as a pawn, put me wherever you want, and they figured it out. So it's a testament to your team. So again, thank you so much, Fern. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Fern. Thank you.
Saeed, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen the show, if you haven't paid attention, this man is onto something. Take a look.
Thank you. And the sexiest voice in the flower industry. Give me one. Give me one. Close your eyes.
Thank you and welcome to another episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we're always going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers.
Now you get to see that he closes his eyes when he says that.
I got to put some passion into it, right? It's not recorded. It's done live every time, guys. I promise. There's no record. I gotta feel it. Feel it!
Chong, I'll see you in the minibus in the Volkswagen in a couple minutes.
You got to remember where we're going this time. It can't be parked on the side of the highway, dude.
All right, guys. Hi again, Sahid here with Juanita.
Hello, guys. Hello, Said.
And the famous Juanita. And why she's so famous is because Mike Black always talks about her. Mike Black always says how amazing she is and that everything that happens here is because of her. So, Juanita, the event, the Lovin', has been awesome. The music has been amazing. I hope they didn't stop right now, but the music's been amazing. Tell us about this Lovin' and the event and the concept that came up to it.
Well, I don't know if you have heard, but we did already the hippie loving in, I think it was in Texas. But we wanted to bring the loving to Ecuador, since we're going to have in the show, we're going to have the customers visiting. So it was a great opportunity to show the loving to our customers. So we have been organizing this with all my team at the office and, of course, with the support of Mike, Ryan. And yes, it has been great. I think that people is enjoying.
So, what was the concept? Just put everybody together and hippie it out?
Well, you know that we have our hippie psychedelic roses. So the idea is that we are really like the vibe of the 70s, 60s. So we wanted the people to know our farm, know the greenhouses, know our post-harvest, our processes, and also to be part of us, to know us in a different environment.
Which has been awesome. And I have to say, we've kind of this episode, the flower couch here in the farm, which has been amazing, in the greenhouse. It's been a talk about culture, a talk about el amor humano, the human heart, right? So tell us about how Mike has influenced that culture and how Jet Fresh and how did you adapt? Because I know Mike just told us recently it was a little hard to adapt for the culture here. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, I have been working with Mike for a long time ago, and we kind of match together. We make a great team, and I don't think is that putting the culture here is something that we were hardly looking for. It's something that just came with the every day, with the passion we have for this business, and it just came with us. And I think it's an internal thing that we have all in our team, all of us.
Does anybody play a particular role in creating that culture? Like, I know he gives you a lot of liberty to do many things, and he's always giving the entire team, and he empowers you. How has that affected you to be able to do what you've done here? Because it's a testament to you creating that reflection of what Jet Fresh is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that first of all, Mike is a great, great leader. It doesn't. It's not something that he tells you to do. He actually inspires you with his example, with his way to do it. But for us, it's a different reality. We are in Ecuador, we have a different conditions, and I think that in this farm we have not only been growing very good quality flowers, but also we have been trying to support our people and to actually live as a family. So what we did is just try to be focused on the well-being of people. And I think that after that, the product, the hard work comes with it. But I think that our people is happy living here and working here. They spend more 8 hours here. Of course, we want to have a very nice place that you could see. And we have been doing also many things for helping them. Like, I don't know if you've heard of the laundry that we do here. We also help them with birth control. We have supported them with assistance when they have violence in their homes. We also spayed animals, the puppets of our employees.
You said 50 the other day, right?
No, it was 80. 80 between cats and dogs, and we all do this for free. So it's because we are worried about how they are, how they feel, and if they are supporting them to have a better life. And also they work here, of course, is part of our families.
Amazing. And so tell us about talking about happy, right? The whole event today has been happy. It's just been hippie, happy, psychedelic. Again, I'll mention llamas, right? So it's just been awesome. Tell us about how happy are you with the results, and is it what you expected? How has it been for you today? Because you were the brain behind the child.
Well, it's with COVID and everything. I don't think that we had enough opportunity past years to feel our customers, to meet them, to have conversations, and I think that this event that was the main objective: to be approach to all our customers, to have conversations, to enjoy in a different way, because everybody has flowers, but I think that Jet Fresh has something else. So we wanted to show them what we have, not only flowers.
And I must say, you certainly nailed it, and you did very well. And it's been nothing but very welcoming here, very personal, and the workers have been coming, and we've been taking pictures of them as well. So it shows all the love and dedication you put in. So thank you for having us, and thank you for allowing the Bloom Show to do this today.
Excellent. Thank you to you, Said, and you're very welcome to come anytime you want.
Certainly will, and the casita's calling my name. So thank you again. Thank you again to everybody. This is a wrap for the Bloom Show. It's been awesome to be here at the second annual Lovin' Jet Fresh First in Ecuador, Lovin'. So it's been awesome. Thank you again, Mike. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you to the entire team that's allowing us to do this in this beautiful setting. And I think we're, like Mike said, is taking it up a notch. We're in a greenhouse now, so it's super cool to see all these beautiful flowers. And what's the variety behind this?
This is Encanto, very well sold in Europe.
There you go. So very well sold in Europe, and they're huge heads. When I was looking at them, there's just huge heads. But anyway, stop talking about flowers. Thank you again. That's a wrap. Have a great one, and see you tomorrow as well at the convention. Take care. So to wrap this up, I wanted to give a last shout out to Mike Black and the crew for allowing the Bloom Show to be here. It's been an amazing experience to be in this beautiful field of this greenhouse of roses. It's truly been an experience, just beautiful. A little winded because of the altitude, but again, Mike, the crew, Juanita, thank you for having us. Thank you for allowing us to do the flower couch here in your greenhouses with your amazing product, and the culture has really shined through. Thank you again, and see you next time. The Bloom Show.